Al. I'm the lead metalworker here at the Guild, and I have the bow for the front of the rag top on the cord here. This is the original wooden bow. It's made out of a couple of pieces. Obviously, it's broken. It was joined together and isn't quite the right shape. I think it's been fixed before somewhere along its lifetime, and so we're going to remake this, but we're remaking it out of steel. The first thing that we got was Dan made a copy of what he wants that's a little bit different than this, a little bit thinner, a little bit sleeker, and fits nicely out of this insulation foam. From that, I took some Bristol board and made a pattern of this back flat surface and of the bottom. And using that pattern, I was then able to cut out from 24 gauge steel the two back pieces. I then let in mortises for these brass guide pin holders, and I've just been slowly playing around back and forth, shaping it to the contours of the windscreen and making sure that it sits nice and flat and flush on these pins. So originally it was sort of an angle. This is a little bit of a channel, and that channel is going to take a plastic tack strip, so when Dan wraps everything up with fabric, he's got a place to staple things in. And then these are two little reinforcement tabs to keep everything from torquing and twisting. So right now I've got a really rigid structure. My final step is going to be to make the smooth curved part, again out of 24 gauge steel on the English wheel. Then we'll tack that up, make sure it fits, weld it, sand it, prime it, and give it to Dan for covering.
This is a 1937 cord. It's a Supercharged Sportsman, and unlike many Supercharged cords, this one was supercharged right out of the factory. It was produced in the last few weeks of cord being in existence. The company went out of business in '37, and Cord himself took off with a bunch of money, closed the company. This is owned by Larry Burns, who has always had a fascination with cords and auburns, and this is his latest acquisition, and one he had always wanted. I've known him for a long time, 30 years, and this is the dream car as far as he's concerned. And I don't blame him. Beautiful car. When he got it, it was a little bit down the heels. It had been restored in the 1960s, and it had typical 60s restoration in that it had, you know, a lot of Bondo in it, and there was a lot of half measures taken. Anyway, we're putting it all together now, and one of the things that Larry wanted was to have us redo his roof. When we set it all up, we used the original front bow. He took a look at it and said, geez, I really don't like that, and it's sort of just flat across the front and everything. And so we started digging into the research, and there was several bows available for these cars at the time. This one actually had a bow probably from a post-war restoration. So it was up to finding a new one. Well, the supply for bows for these cars is dried up. The old chaps who used to make them are gone or out of business, and we were left with just no source of supply. So the option was to create a bow, and to that end we had one carved out of a high density foam. Then we were going to send that off to a wood shop, and you know, that I don't like it when things go out of shop because you got no control anymore, and it was going to take a long time, and it was going to be expensive. So I just thought, you know what, why not make this out of metal? So we've got the metal shop, we've certainly got the skill sets here. So we went and spoke to Al about it, and between Al and Dan in upholstery, we've come up with a wonderful solution, and that is making a steel bow, which is fully reinforced, has all the fittings and everything, and it has the contours that Larry wanted for his roof line. So it all ends up being, everybody's happy in the end.